Hello everyone, my name is Shalise. I'm doing the JJ movie TV show reviews, and right now I'm going to be doing the best and worst of the Stargate franchise. I'm including Stargate SG-1, Stargate Universe, and Stargate Atlantis. I'm including all three of the films. I'm going to give my reviews on each one, which one's my best, which one's my worst, the worst season to the best. And like I said, I enjoy all the Stargate shows, including Stargate Universe. I thought that was good, even though it didn't feel like a Stargate franchise. But still, it had a worst Stargate in it, so I have to include it. So we're going out to the worst of the Stargate entire franchise, and that's SG-1 Season 9 and 10. Oh, hang on. There's been at least 17 seasons of all the Stargates. 10 for SG-1, 5 for Atlantis, and 2 for SGU. And the last, and the 2 that I really cannot stand is SG-1 Season 9 and 10. There was absolutely no reason why they should have had a Season 9 and 10. I wish they could have done anything better in Season 8 just by a little bit. Season 9 and 10 brought everything so downhill. Not because the Colonel O'Neill was gone, because certain characters were pushed. I didn't like Colonel Mitchell. I wish Samantha Carter was in charge of SG-1, that they founded the group again. And if they went their separate ways, then I expected that, because that's what I expected. They all went their separate ways. That's what I expect from SG-1 Season 9. But no, they screw it up. They get back together in the Season 7. New villain called the Ori. Basically, the cousins of the Ancients. Not really great, pretty good sci-fi action. But villains, they were lacking. They're just religious nut jobs that you must believe in us or we will force upon our wrath upon you. Then there's kind of like the copycat of the Gould in some way. Also is Vala. Vala and Dan Jackson are probably the best thing of Season 9 and 10. I'm serious. Season 9 and 10 was definitely Vala and Daniel. I wish they didn't rush it so much. Wish they brought Vala in like somewhere around Season 7 instead of Season 8. And have like a couple episodes with them. Then I would have been like, you know what, that's cool, that's awesome. If they're together, good. But to me, it felt a little rushed, and I did enjoy some of their chemistry together. Like I said, Season 9 and 10 are definitely the worst. I can't really decide which one's the worst one. Alright, then after that is number 15 on the list, so have to be Stargate SG-1 Season 4. I don't hate this season at all. And the thing is, though, why I enjoyed about this one is that you could see more of the... It was basically a filler. It was a filler season. Not a lot of great episodes. There were some good episodes. My favorite one is Double Jeopardy. That's where they killed one of the Ghoul gods, which was awesome with the help of their droid counterparts, and I love that episode. I love that they brought some in the replicators in this one. I enjoyed it. So out of a 10, 8. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It was just good. It was just there. So yeah, so number 15 is bad. Number 14, sorry again, is Stargate SG-1 Season 5. Now, I know everyone's thinking, me, why are you putting so much Stargate SG-1 here? Stargate SG-1's the best. Well, that's their opinion. But what I want to say is this. Stargate SG-1 Season 5 is another great filler. And the best episodes I like is the tomb where the Russians and the Americans join together. SG-1 teams up with a Russian people. More of the replicators show up in this one. See the replicator, possibly the mother. The death of Daniel Jackson is most remembered in this one, and I really like how they did his death. And I know people say he always dies, but this is the season where he dies for good. For a little while, anyway. So Season 5, like I said, 8.2. And after that, number 13 on the list will have to be none other than Stargate Atlantis Season 2. Don't get me wrong, Stargate Atlantis Season 2 I love tremendously. From here on out, they're all in the 9 sections out of the rankings. Out of this one, though, I enjoyed this entire season. It's just, they rushed it a little bit too much. They introduced Ronan instead of Aiden Ford. Not a lot going on with the Wraith in that sense, besides creating basically a retrovirus to make the Wraith into humans. And the best part is that they introduced a new villain called Michael, which is a Wraith they turned human who's going against them. Awesome. A pretty good season finale. You see the end of the siege, which is a great episode. Out of a 10, 9. And after that, it's number 12 is Stargate Universe Season 2. This is the last season of Stargate Universe and probably the end of the Stargate franchise. The Stargate universe is. I didn't enjoy this as season 1, but season 2 was really good. Some of the characters were not needed. Wish they focused more. The ending was really the best part in the beginning of this. The middle episodes are okay. Mostly deals around fate. And, like I said before, Stargate universe doesn't really feel like a Stargate. Like Stargate SG-1 or Stargate Atlantis. It goes into more seriousness like Battlestar Galactica. And that's the only problem with this. But out of a 10, 9.1. Or 9. So yeah. That's it for that one. So number 12. Wait, let me make sure. Number 12. Started then Stargate SG-1 Season 6. Don't get me wrong, Season 6 was really, really good. They introduced a new character that replaced Dan Jackson. His name is Jonas Quinn. A smart guy trying to make up for the death of Dan Jackson, which is technically not really his fault, but his people's fault, so he feels responsible. Tries to bring up more in this. They learn more about the Ghoul, more about how to fight everyone. They bring Anubis in this. Cool ass villain. Love season 6. I don't have this disc though, and it's 9.2 out of 10. And after that, it's Stargate SG-1 Season 1. This is printing off the number. Hang on. This is number 10 on the list. Okay, sorry about that. But definitely Stargate SG-1 Season 1 is definitely number 10 on this. Great casting choices. Like Teal, this is probably Teal's best, and I'm sad to say that's it. Richard Dean Anderson is great as Colonel O'Neill. Amanda Tapping and Samantha Carter, great. Wish they didn't rush the chemistry between those two. I mean, as a relationship-wise, didn't like that. Like Daniel Jackson as Michael Shanks. Love this entire season. 9.3 out of 10. Okay, right after that is none other than Stargate Universe, the first season. Yes, I actually enjoy Stargate Universe, the first one. A great beginning, great action, introduced new characters. Like I said, though, it doesn't feel like a Stargate franchise, so it brought really a little bit Battlestar Galactica into this and a little bit Star Trek Voyager. But it had some interesting characters. If they didn't use the Stargate or like the word Stargate in their title, it wouldn't feel like a Stargate franchise. But it was a great show in my opinion, the first season at least, and it was good, and I enjoyed it for the most part. Interesting characters: Colonel Young, Lieutenant Scott. I like Lou Diamond Phillips' character. I don't know why people have something against him as an actor. Like Nicholas Rush, like Eli. Don't care for Chloe at all. But out of a 10, 9.3 out of 10. So that's number 9. Okay. After that, number 8 is Arden Stargate Atlantis Season 4. They replaced Tori Higginson's Dr. Weir in replace of Amanda Tapping Samantha Carter. She's in charge of Atlantis, and this season really brought out the Atlantis team trying to fight over against Rave, really bring out numbers against them, meeting new groups of people, fighting against the replicators. A great big story. And Beyond Message ran great. They're probably one of the best action scenes in a while for sci-fi. Quarantine was also introduced new characters. Dr. Jennifer Keller, great character, possibly a love interest of Ronan or McKay. So out of a 10, I love the season. 9.4. So yeah, definitely check it out. Oh, and Taylor's pregnant in this one. You know who Taylor is. You know what happens. And, yeah, interesting of who wants her baby. Michael. Yeah, number 7 on the listener, I have to be Stargate SG-1 Season 2. Stargate SG-1 Season 2 is a great one because they introduced new characters. One of possibly the best race ever is the Asgard, which are these guys. Only ones that could really stand up to the Goa'uld. Great episodes. I like Holiday. I like Door's Chariot. Message in a Bottle was awesome. Really brought up the show more. Introduced Samantha Carter's father, Jacob, the Tok'ra. What can I say? It's such a great season. Out of a 10, 9.4. Alright, number 6 on the list. Now, these are the ones I really can't live without. And that's Stargate SG-1 Season 3 for number 6. And I love the Season 1 because... they really do more Michael Shanks and Richard D. Anderson's chemistry together. Past and Present's a great episode. Shades of Grey. Share, Daniel's wife, dies in this. Great acting between all of them. Different goals. Don't like the fact that they added Apophis again in this. Wish they would have killed him off. But no, they didn't. So it's still it's a really, really great season. 9.5 out of 10. Love the season. After that, number 5 is none other than Stargate Atlantis Season 5. The last season of Stargate Atlantis, and it's really, really a great one. More in depth to Ronan's backstory. Taylor's balancing her role as mother and warrior. The final fight scene between Michael and the Atlantis. Great space battle over Earth with Atlantis. What can I say? Different. They replaced Samantha Carter, which I did not enjoy. They replaced it with Richard Woolsey, who was on Star Trek Voyager. You know him. And it was played by the guy from Star Trek Voyager. And it's a really, really great season. Great acting, great chemistry between all the actors. Love the season tremendously. Season 5 is awesome. Check it out. And after that, none other than... Hang on for that. After that, number 4 on the list will now have to be Stargate SG-1 Season 7. For number 4. I love the season tremendously. Dan Jackson comes back from after being dead. Sorry if you don't know what's going on here. Love Lost City. Love Heroes Part 2. Great action. Samantha Carter might go into a new relationship with this guy named Pete. Teal'c is balancing his roles of basically trying to end a Goa'uld, trying to really come close to that. Colonel O'Neill is always awesome in this season. Trying to do his best to help us out to save the world, and I absolutely love this season. Out of 10, 9.6 out of 10. Number 3 on the list, none other than Stargate Atlantis Season 1. Season 1 really brought into new characters, different enemies called the Wraith, life-sucking vampires. Great action between all the actors. Great chemistry. Introduced new characters, new ways, new galaxy, new gate. Love Atlantis, how it looked. Love the scenery of everything. Loved every single moment of it. Great episode with the Storm. The Eye had a James Bond villain in this one, which is awesome. The Siege is probably the best episode of the Stargate Atlantis thing, and it was really, really great. So that's number 3. Now number 2, started than Stargate SG-1 Season 8. Yes, I love Stargate SG-1 Season 8. It's the best one. Oh my god, this was like a... Oh, by the way, this one is basically like a 9.7 out of 10. Stargate Atlantis Season 1. Now Stargate Atlantis Season 8 is like a 9.8 for me. Such a great, great season. Colonel O'Neill is promoted to General O'Neill. He's in charge of SG-1, the entire base. Samantha Carter is taking control of SG-1. Teal'c and Daniel trying to kill out the Goa'uld at the end. I admit they could have did Apophis thing better. Could have been a little bit better. Reckoning was such a great episode. Avatar. I love this entire season. Introduced a little bit of Alan Van Horn, I believe her name is. And great. It was overall great season. I love the series tremendously. Probably my favorite of... It is my favorite of the SG-1 series. Probably should have ended at Season 8. But no, they didn't. And they really tied up nearly all the knots. But it's a great scene. So yeah, Season 8. Now, my favorite Stargate of all the Stargate franchises is Stargate Atlantis Season 3. I love the chemistry between the actors. They all really felt along with each other. Some great scenes. I love the beginning, No Man's Land. Love the replicators when they returned. Love the common ground. Wraith sucking life out of humans, but they could bring it back to you. McKay and his sister. McKay connecting with the people. Ronan's past. Dr. Beckett died. Probably one of the most saddest episodes. Underwater missions. Freaking like a little alien mix up right here. Awesome. The game, the Ark, Phantoms, people that are seeing their worst nightmares. Love this season tremendously. Out of a 10, 9.10, or I mean, a 10 out of 10. Love this season. Alright, everyone, this is the JJ Movie TV show reviews. Let me know what y'all think. This is Jaleese. Y'all have a good day, everyone.